Hey, this is for Perk. No, today I'm not going to guide you into meditation. Today I want to talk about different types of meditation, 6 types, and their benefits. Benefits will all be based on research. Down in the description you can find the sources that are used, and there are basically a few benefits that are beneficial for you, and that will come back with all the types of meditation that we'll talk about today. For example, the first benefit is a lower blood pressure. Second one is less anxiety. Third one is you will sleep better. And the fourth one is a decrease in pain. So for today I want to start with mindfulness meditation. It's a really famous term nowadays, really popular. And mindfulness meditation means nothing more than seeing what you think about, accept it, and just let it flow through you, and not stick with it. So there's a few ways that can help you with this. For example, you have guided meditation. Ina, my co-employee of Central Perk, made a really great clip about that. She made a guided meditation that you can follow, and you could also do it without guided meditation. And then, for example, you could focus on an object or close your eyes and focus on your breath, for example. And then if thoughts come in to your mind, which they eventually will, if you're a beginner, maybe even in a few seconds thoughts will come up in your mind. What you should do, that's the training for your brain, is that you see them and just let them go through you, and eventually you can go a really long time without things that you don't really want to think about popping up in your mind. The second one I want to talk about today is mantra, also pretty famous term nowadays. What that kind of meditation basically is that you have a few words or a few sentences that are positive and that you need to say over and over and over in your mind. For example, today is going to be a great day. Today I'm going to achieve this. In the future, or I will be more blessed. In the future I will achieve what I want to achieve. I will have this, this and this. Only positive things, and you keep affirming them. They're called affirmations as well. You also have affirmation meditations. It's a kind of guided meditation that people will say the positive things for you, and that you don't have to think about it themselves. But if you progress, you can even make your own affirmations and repeat them in your mind. The next type of meditation that I want to talk about today is the focus meditation. In this meditation you focus on one thing in your body, internal. For example, you can focus on your breathing. Or you could focus on your belly, your abdomen rising up and collapsing, going down while you breathe. Or you could focus on the blood flow, or on your pulse, on your heartbeat. Whatever it is, you just focus on that and you keep with that. And again, the same as with the mindfulness. When something pops up in your head, try to let it go through you and try to focus on the thing that you focused on again. Another type of meditation is the spiritual one, and this basically comes down to, for example, praying, or praying to whatever entity or God you believe in, and being present with that. Another one of the types of meditation is movement meditation. This one is pretty difficult, I would say. It's for people that are more experienced with meditation. It is that you move, you go for a walk, or you go on the bike or whatever. I would suggest you go for a walk, and I will tell you why later on. Because with a movement meditation you just go. You don't think about where you want to go, you just enjoy the trip. So if you're going to walk, you're just going to feel how your feet feel, how your movement feels, how it feels to go forward. And for example, if you need to go left or right, don't really think about it, just feel it. And if you feel like I want to go right, even though it's a place you don't really want to go to, if your body says like I want to go right, you just go right, and you just enjoy the trip, you just enjoy the wind, you enjoy everything as much as possible. And that's the movement meditation. And why I said don't do it on a bike, because it might be, if you for example in the city, it might be hectic with the lights that can jump on red, you have to stop, you have to watch out for the cars. Then you jump out of your mindfulness because you really have to think about things. And when you walk, you could, for example, go to the forest and you don't have to think about those types of things. The last type of meditation that I want to talk about today is progressive meditation. This meditation almost is the same as the focus meditation, but this is more advanced. So what you do, you basically do a full body scan of your body, and you start, for example, at the top of your head and you go to your toes. I would suggest you do this sitting or laying down, and then you just meditate, you try to calm down, you try to think about nothing, and when you're in that state of mind, you try to focus on the feelings and everything you feel around the top of your head. Then you go down to your face, to your nose, to your lips, to your cheeks, to your throat, to your neck, everything until you reach your feet. And you just go, you don't try to steer it. So don't be like, okay, now I have my head, now I need to go to my eyes, focus on my eyes. Just go with the flow. And what you feel, just focus on that, let it go. And basically you need to get your whole body. So it's pretty difficult, but the more you do it, the better you become at it. Last but not least, I want to go over the benefits again, and I will go into depth more because that's the main thing about this clip, why it's good for your vitality. So let's start with the lower blood pressure. People get high blood pressure, which is bad for you, when they tend to stress. So if something comes up that you really need to think about, for example exams, and you really need to think about them, you can get stressed, and then you get a higher blood pressure. If you live in that state of mind for a long time, you can become sick, because high blood pressure is not good for anyone. So that's why meditation can help you to keep a low stress level and also a low blood pressure. So for example, if that exam comes up and you know, oh, I have an exam, a little bit of stress, and then you tend to be mindful about it, then you can keep your blood pressure low, and that will help you over the years. The next thing is reduced anxiety. Anxiety can have to do, for example, with the exams, that you know that something's coming and you can make yourself anxious about it. But I would use another example. For example, if you need to be on a stage and talk to a lot of people, you can become anxious about it. Like, what can go wrong? I have to talk about something that I maybe don't tell perfectly. Or I can go sweat, what will they think of me? And again, if you be mindful about it, don't try to go into the future, try to stay in the present, and whatever happens, happens. And that again is really important for your body, because if you are anxious all the time, you can get a lot of stress again, so the higher blood pressure, but even more, you can go sweat, you can sweat a lot, your body can tense up, because if you are stressed or you are anxious, you try to, people tend to tense up a little bit, so it's also really not good for yourself. Another thing is decreased pain. A really good example is the finger between the door. If you have something that really hurts, you always tend to really focus on it, and then it will hurt longer and more. If you don't focus on it and, for example, be mindful and think of something else, I would always try to think about something that I enjoy. For example, a really nice holiday. That will let you not focus on the pain, but on something else, and then the pain will go away faster. It's really helpful. And the last one is better sleep. I don't even have to mention why more sleep and better sleep, that's way more important. Better sleep is good for us as humans, but meditation can also help you with that. And this also combines to the higher blood pressure and the higher anxiety, because if you sleep, you can think about everything. What will happen the next day? What did I do today? You will live in the present or in the past, but you need to be in the future. So again, mindfulness will also help you to sleep better and maybe even longer. But again, more important is that you sleep better. And you will sleep better if you don't think about what will happen and what has happened. Just what will happen now, and that is, in this case, that you are sleeping. Well, There's a lot of information today about mindfulness. I hope you have something about it. There's a lot to do with vitality, also a lot with self-improvement. But Ina, that's Ina's subject, she will tell you a lot about that. Also with the meditation. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Stay mindful, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.